Man, thanks to a lucky subscriber 777, well, lucky for me anyway, Ben Hutchinson's, he sent me some cigars. Thank you, Ben. And then we got our black gloves from Jeremy Swatkins. So we're gonna have those for the giveaway, and I'm gonna put something together, a little video or something about those gloves for Jeremy too, and show you where you can get them. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? It's Master Horticulturalist and YouTube superstar Paul Outlaw here. I got like 15 subscribers. You can't mess with me. It's just exciting for people at home, I'm sure. Nobody watches this crap anyway.
Everybody, please go subscribe to Paul's Prime Cuts on YouTube. He's getting up there on the subscriber count. And, Paul has these little hidden gems if you've never seen his videos.
What's going on, guys? Man, I've been running and working and working and running. But anyway, we're gonna start overseeding. I don't have my trailer, so I can't carry my plugger, my sprayer, mowers at the same time. So we're gonna try to improvise and use some drag behind pluggers and stuff like that. And I borrowed some kind of little rake thing from my neighbor that you drag behind your lawnmower. I gotta get it back before he finds out. But anyway, I hosed this thing down with glyphosate yesterday. It's not really dead yet, but it's working on it. No problem. I got to go ahead and get to seeding. But anyway, it feels like fall this morning for the first time so far this year. So I'm gonna drag the mess out and we'll show you my sweet starter fertilizer and the seed. And we'll try to get to work. Stay tuned. Okay, whatever this stuff here is, it's starting to show effects of being whacked with glyphosate. And the ground is super wet here, so I shouldn't have a problem plugging it out with my pull behind plugger instead of having to drag the big one over here. But anyway, that's what we're looking like ground wise. And I'm gonna plug it. I'm gonna drag that thing over it to loosen up that rake thing. I'll show you that. That's a pretty common tool that I guess a lot of people have for their riding mower. But I'll drag that over it too to try to break some of this stuff up. All right, we're gonna work on this dirt a little bit. All right, everything packed onto this little trailer. Look how close the big mower just fits on it. But the big mower's got my sprayer on it, so I gotta haul that around. We're gonna use that to aerate it. And where's that other thing? It's back there. I gotta walk to the other side. But anyway, I got this rake thing from my neighbor. I didn't think I wanted to invest in something like that. I used to have one of these deals that stuck on the front of my walker, and I never used it, so I sold it. But we'll see what that does, just to loosen up the soil, and I'll try to drag the seed in a little bit with it too. All right, let's go to work on this dirt. All right, this thing might be a tool a lot more like what some of you guys have at home versus a dedicated aerator. But I hadn't used this thing in a while, but here's what I kind of did to modify it for some weights and all. These are some big cinder blocks, and I filled them up with concrete. And I put me some old edger blades on the bottom and ran the rope through and tied the rope to them. That way I got a handle to pick them up and carry them around. They are heavy. All right, let's tear this yard up. Made one really quick pass with the drag behind aerator. It only took like 5 minutes or so, but poked some pretty fair holes in it, about that deep. But you see, I got all this dead stuff matted up here. I'd like to get that at least broken up some so I can get right to the ground with my seed. Excuse me. So what I'm gonna do real quick is drag that little tine thing that I borrowed, quote, quote, from my neighbor, and see if that'll rake some of this stuff up. Let's see what this thing do. The little drag deal, the tine rake thing, dethatcher, I guess is what it is, actually worked pretty good. It scraped up all this matted down stuff. I'm debating if I want to try to just blow it off now, blow the yard off to get a clean slate, or leave some of this stuff in to have a little organic matter from my soil I don't know, it's a lot of mess. I've unearthed a lot of pine cones and stuff too that were stuck in the ground. I think we're gonna get the blower and clean it off, then drag it a little more. All right, still at it. Okay, getting ready to load up the grass seed. Go to work. I'm gonna use 100 pounds on this one. This is my starter. I don't know if it's showing up. I'm in a hurry. I'm sorry if this video is looking crappy, like all of them are, but you know, whatever. But I'll talk about the starter a little bit more in a second. This is the seed. This is a Mountain View top choice. And the blue tag. I mean, the blue tag just means that they guarantee that what they say is in the bag is in the bag. It's 0% any kind of weeds. This is a good seed, but this particular one is Caesar, Raptor 3, and Screamer LS. The LS is the lateral spread version. That's the rhinoceros, rhizominous tall fescue. Anyway, I plugged it one time and drug it around with that little rake thing, and I've got it kind of cleaned off like I want it. And now I'm going to put about maybe half of the rate of seed down and drag that thing a little more, the tine rake thing, the dethatcher, and go ahead and aerate it again, and then put the rest of the seed on it. All right, like I say, I'm in a hurry. I'm sorry. And then I'm going to spray the starter fertilizer on it. Okay, I'm going to get all that done, and I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, got this seed down. This is about half the seed. I'm going to take that dethatcher and drag this in, then aerate it, and then I'm going to seed it some more, and then I'm going to spray it with my starter. Again, sorry about the quick rushed video, but I haven't done a video this week, and we're trying to get 1,000 subscribers, so I got to put a video out, I reckon. All right, here you go. Seed on the ground. Okay, that's after dragging the tine rake over the seed, trying to stick it back in the ground. I'm kind of a fan of the little dethatcher for renovation jobs like this. Okay, I reckon I'll plug it one more time and then put the rest of the seed on it, then spray the starter on it. Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb here and saying that seed's worked into the ground. That might have been a little overkill with the aerator, but I want to get her in there. I'm going to actually go back on top of this with some more seed. I don't really know why. I'm pretty sure it would be fine to work it all in like that, but I just want to be sure that I didn't drag stuff out of spots and everything and just get one big uniform blanket coverage on top, you know, the conventional way like a lot of folks do, and let it run all in those aeration holes and stuff. But that's this side. I'm going to set up the corn pod and maybe give y'all some action viewing of aerating on the other side. And there's a dumb dog fence about right there across the yard. Well, I hope that's where it is anyway. So I got to like stop and turn around like right at the, you know, I got like a 4-foot section from the curve back that I got to do by jumping the electric underground dog wire thing. I don't want to cut the dog fence off. Okay, stay tuned. Got it all worked out and got all my seed in. Now I'm gonna put my fertilizer on it. I'm using this as a starter right here. I'm gonna show you a little closer picture of it. But what's up, bro? But anyway, this is what I'm hoping is gonna be the star of the overseed show this year. But anyway, I'll show you a little close up on the label. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. Stay tuned. First off, it's a 622.6 with zinc. But this is the part I wanted to show you. We got potassium phosphate, potassium hydroxide, urea, ammonium nitrate, ammonium phosphate, aminated zinc, fulvic acid, chelated boron, and seaweed extract. Fulvic acid and seaweed extract, and some miners. And you need that potassium, I'm in a daggone hurry and can't even think straight. You need that phosphorus to push your seed growth. It's the only time I really worry about phosphorus. Phosphorus when we're trying to grow seeds. I put my thumb in the camera too. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna spray this out and move on to the next one.
Chelated, dummy. Chelated. Cleated.
The phone / video camera gave out a juice, so I had to plug it in. So we'll close out from right here. All right, anyway, aerated and dethatched, drug the heck out of it, got the seed worked into the ground, came back with another layer of seed, probably more aerating and stuff than I should have done, but it was bare ground and I wanted to get it on in there and get it right. You wouldn't do all that destruction on a yard that you're just overseeding. But then I sprayed out with the starter fertilizer. You got that phosphorus in there to crack your seeds, get them going, and it had seaweed and fulvic acid in it. Seaweed and fulvic acid, and good sources of your nitrogen, potassium, and oh my God, phosphorus. I've got 10 things going on in my head at one time. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. I apologize for the horrible rushed video. I mean, none of them are really great anyway. But I just wanted to get at least one of these seed jobs in and on camera, and I am pressed for time. But I got good news from the dude who's ordered my trailer axle. He said it came in, so hopefully I'll get my trailer back and I'll be able to carry all my stuff and my big aerator and all that good stuff and get back to doing this the normal way. But with that yard, I didn't mind doing it with that pull aerator because it's wide open and it was soft, so it would plug it. If you got a hard clay yard or something, one of those kind of aerators ain't worth the box it comes in. It won't plug it. But that was soft and had a lot of weight on it, and I could drag it around fast, and I don't have to worry so much about locating the sprinkler heads and stuff when I use that thing, because it won't hurt them. But the Toro will poke a hole all the way through a sprinkler head. Anywho, that's about all I got, man. I appreciate all you guys watching. Again, I apologize for being so rushed and in a hurry, but that's just the way it goes this time of year. I've been cleaning up from, we didn't have a lot of hurricane damage, but we had some limbs and stuff, and blew every pine cone and piece of pine straw in 12 states in everybody's yard. I've been cleaning up, rushing, struggling. Anyway, enough about my issues. But so we got a yard seeded, so we're off and running. Appreciate it. Check you guys out next week.